It's one of those news conferences where we intentionally want more people behind the podium than in front of it. So I'm going to invite some of you to join us, please. We're representing all the different sectors of schooling that we're going to be recognizing and honoring today as we roll out this catalog. So I see several elected officials. If you could join us here behind the lectern. I also see Mary Carmichael. Mary, I'd like to have you join us. Dr. White, Dr. Sonny White, thank you for your hospitality today.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see, Allison Waymyers from Students First, thank you for being here, if you will join us. Let's see, Kathy Melchers, I think I saw from the homeschooling community, thank you for being here. I think we also have some representatives from the Christian schools. There's someone here maybe from Grace Christian School. Thank you very much. Are you Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Brandon, thank you for being here. And I think maybe somebody from the South Carolina Association of Christian Schools. If you could join us, please. Vicki, correct? Yes. Thank you so much. Anyone else that's representing Pierce? Just come stand with us. Be in the camera instead of behind it for once here. Thank you. Hey, Butch, if you could come up and represent the congressman.
You're going to have to put my pocketbook down.
There we are.
He looks good with it.
Yeah. We can do it. Matches your suit very well. Thank you.
Just lay it on the ground over there. It's fine.
And of course, Superintendent Zace. Thank you all for being with us today as we not only feature what's going on here, but also roll out, I think, what's going to be a very exciting publication. I'm somewhat wearing two hats this morning. I'm with the Palmetto Family Council as the director, and we are certainly a part of this coalition, but also as the senior fellow at Palmetto Policy Forum. So at this point, we want to hear about what's going on here, so we're going to turn it over to Principal Fearington. And very, very happy to have turning it to the, there she is. Thank you very much for having us here today.
Thank you.
It's all yours.
All right. Good morning. What a wonderful day to be in South Carolina, to be on the airport campus of Midlands Tech, and thank you so much for being at Midlands Middle College. We are honored and proud to have our Middle College site located on the airport campus of Midlands Tech. We're grateful, eternally grateful to Dr. White and his staff for all that they do for our students, not only on this campus, but on other campuses of Midlands Technical College. Midlands Middle College began as an educational program 7 years ago, serving students in grades 11 and 12 in Richland, Lexington, and Fairfield counties. Now we are a South Carolina Public Charter High School, sponsored by the South Carolina Public Charter School District under the leadership of Dr. Wayne Brazel. Students who come to the Middle College come primarily to meet three goals. The first one is to graduate from high school. They come here to take their core credits, to finish up that, so that they can earn a high school diploma. While they're here, we cross-enrollment Midlands Technical College, so they have the opportunity to enroll in those classes and earn college credit before they graduate from high school. The third thing that we try to do is to work with them on their career interests. They explore career interests primarily with the help of the Midlands Education and Business Alliance. Midlands Middle College was just granted a $10,000 award from the Sisters of Charity Foundation to partner with the Midlands Education and Business Alliance, with the Richland County Public Library, and with our Middle College males on a career preparation activities and events, and we're proud of that. Midlands Middle College truly represents a collaboration between K-12 education, higher education, and the business community. Many people come to visit the Middle College. People come and ask me about Middle College. I love to talk about Middle College. They go away, they say what they say. But the people who know the most about Midlands Middle College are the ones that we serve every day, and that's our students. And I'm very proud that one of our students has consented to be here today to speak to you about his experiences at Midlands Middle College. Elijah Goodson.
What I like most about Midlands Middle College is the student-teacher relationship. At Midlands Middle College, the teachers treat you like an individual, and they adjust their teaching styles to each person. They don't just throw you in one pot and expect you to adjust to a teaching style that you're not compatible with. Also, because Midlands Middle College is so small, I believe we currently only have about 90 people enrolled, but because Midlands Middle College is so small compared to normal high schools, It allows for smaller class sizes, which makes it easier on the teachers to focus on the individual. Also, like Ms. Farrington said, students can dual enroll in the Midlands Tech classes while in Midlands Middle College, which allows you to enhance your education experience. In fact, I'm currently enrolled in Psychology 201 at Midlands Tech. Thank you.
I'm Ellen Weaver, President of Palmetto Policy Forum, and we are so thankful to Principal Fearington and Dr. White for hosting us here on this beautiful fall South Carolina day. And we're very excited to be able to announce the official launch of a project called Empowering Students, Education Options for South Carolina Families. You'll see a blown-up version of the cover directly behind Superintendent Zais here. And the purpose of this catalog is to empower and inform parents about the great options that we currently have available in South Carolina education. We have more options than we've ever had before, and so in this publication we feature public charter schools like we're at today, we feature public virtual online schools, we feature homeschooling, and we also feature private schooling, because we believe that when customization happens, just like Elijah just spoke about here, when education is customized to the needs of the individual child, everyone benefits. And we look all over the country, we see in states like Florida, Arizona, where they have even more options than South Carolina has, and the benefit of those options is that a rising tide lifts all boats. Not only are the children in these alternative options doing better, we see that the public schools are actually strengthened through the choices and the opportunities that are presented to the parents. So we're very excited about what's happening in education here in South Carolina. We trust that this catalog is going to be a resource to allow more and more parents to open the door of education opportunity and customization for their child. And so with that, we're very, very honored to have Dr. Zais joining us today for this launch. So Superintendent Zais, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Thank you. I first learned about Midlands Middle College almost 2 years ago. I was looking at a rank ordering of our high schools throughout South Carolina that was based on graduation rate. And one of the programs with the highest graduation rate was Midlands Middle College. And I asked my staff, tell me about this school. I don't know anything about them. They said, well, it's kind of an alternative school. They draw from 3 counties and 7 districts. And these are all kids who have been expelled or about to be expelled for truancy or low grades. And I said, well, how is it that those kids are having one of the highest graduation rates in South Carolina? The staff said, we don't know. You better go check it out. So I came over, and if you want to know the truth, you ask the students. So I went into 3 classrooms of seniors, and I said, you guys know the deal. You were all at risk. Many of you are in danger of being expelled for truancy or low grades. Yet this school has one of the highest graduation rates in South Carolina and one of the highest college-going rates. Almost 50% were going to the technical college, about 20% or more were going to a 4-year college, and the bulk of the rest were entering the workforce or the military. I said, obviously, something's working in this school for you guys that wasn't working in the traditional school from which you came. And I want to know what that is. I'll take volunteers, and then I'm calling on people. Well, I heard what we heard today. Small classrooms, personalized attention, teachers who are available before class to help you, teachers who are available after class to help you, teachers who give you their cell phone number, and when you call them at night and interrupt them watching American Idol, they're not upset, they're just excited that you're doing homework at night. And the other thing they told me is, and this is what I heard in 2 of the 3 classrooms, this place feels like family. I'm accepted for who I am, I fit in, and teachers appreciate my gifts and my talents. The other thing is the school didn't start until the afternoon. And the reason is about 2/3 of the students were working. In one classroom I asked, how many of you students work? And about 2/3 of the hands went up. Young lady in the back corner, I said, where do you work? She said, I work at McDonald's. I said, what are your hours? She said, I work from 6 to noon. I said, then you get in your car and drive over here? She said, yes, sir. Young man in the other back corner, I said, where do you work? He said, I'm a roofer. I said, "You put roofs on homes and buildings?" He said, "That's what roofers do." And I said, "What are your hours?" He said, "I work from 7 to noon." And I said, "Then you drive over?" "Yes, sir." Now, here's the point. A young student who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be at the work site at McDonald's at 6 o'clock, or gets up at 6 to be on a roofing site at 7, has the discipline, the focus, and the motivation to be a successful student. The traditional high school model just doesn't work for them. And they work not because they want to, but because they have to. If they want to buy clothes or makeup or have a date or put gas in their car, they have to work. Now, here's the point of this story. As a parent and as someone who's worked with young people for over 40 years, I know that while every child is special, every child is different. They differ in ability, motivation, the rates at which they mature, their interests, their skill set, their personality, their aspirations, and their home environment. Yet our traditional model puts every child in the same classroom, expects them to learn the same material, pretty much in the same way, on the same schedule. Should we be surprised that that doesn't work for many students and many families? Which is why parents and students should have the ability to choose from a wide range of options that includes not only our traditional schools, which do work for most kids, but from charter schools, magnet schools, single-gender programs, faith-based programs, military magnets, STEM-focused schools, arts-infused programs, year-round schools. I'm really happy to be associated with a movement that's growing statewide that recognizes that one size does not fit all in education, and that because every child is different, we need to provide different environments and different academic programs to fit the needs of every child. Thank you for being here today and for your support of our school options and choice throughout the state.
Thank you, Superintendent Zais. Listening to all of these different stories, it reminds me that this is the reason why we're here today, and it also reminds me of a story about a little girl who was born into a lower middle class home. She had a mother who loved reading, who passed that love along to her daughter. The little girl went to a private school, kindergarten through 5th grade. Her private school closed, and her parents made the tough decision that the neighborhood school wasn't going to be a good place for her, and so they homeschooled her from 6th to 10th grade. But come 10th grade, the science and the math got a little complicated for Mom to teach at home, and so she decided, we need to look at something else. So at that point, that girl ended up in a public school for 11th and 12th grade. And the news is that that little girl was me. I am a product of blended education options because even throughout the lifetime of a student, the needs of the student can change. And so I feel very passionately about this project and am so excited to see all of you here today. I don't know if any of our elected officials would like to make any comments prior to us wrapping up. Representative Kennedy, would you care to? Okay.
Sure, Ellen. Thanks so much, Ellen. I'm just proud to be here and be proud to be part of this. As we all know, the whole goal is for all students to get the best education possible, and every student is different. And no one can argue with the fact that we want all of our children to succeed in the best way possible. And I just want to thank the Palmetto Policy Forum and this initiative for everything they're doing to see to it that our schools and our children learn the best that they can so they have the brightest future possible. Thank y'all.
Well, thank everyone for your participation today. At this point, we're going to take a tour of a classroom, I believe. So the formal presentation is concluded, and look forward to having you join us as we do that. Thank you very much.